Welcome back to Crypto Files, and if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you end up liking the content. Today's topic is still the Flare network, and there's a lot of talk about the F-Asset system. What is an F-Asset system? Let's get right to it. Just remember, it's a representation of a cryptocurrency that doesn't belong to the Flare network. So the Flare network's native token is Spark, and that's represented as FLR. And if you want to run a smart contract, you can do it with XRP, you can do it with Doge, XLM, LTC, and many others, actually even Cosmos nowadays. But you cannot use XRP as a native token on the Flare network. You would need Spark. So how do you do that? How do you bring a representation of a foreign cryptocurrency into the Flare network? Well, it gets minted in, quote unquote, I don't want to say converted, but just imagine it gets minted as FXRP. If you have XLM, it gets minted as FXLM, and the FXLM that you receive is a representation of your XLM cryptocurrency. And the FXLM is the F-Asset. So what you're doing is you're actually trading your crypto for an F-Asset. An F-Asset is a representation of an asset from another blockchain on the Flare network. An example, 1XRP is FXRP. And so when you think of it that way, you're kind of giving up your foreign cryptocurrency, receiving an F-Asset in order to go ahead and run a smart contract on the Flare network. Now, even though Flare is, I called it Flare, but it's Spark. Even though Spark is the actual native cryptocurrency to run a transaction on the Flare network, remember F-Assets can give you smart contract capabilities to any supported crypto. And this is why they're saying that they are the solution to run smart contracts on blockchains that do not support smart contracts. Now, remember the Flare network does operate off of the Ethereum virtual machine. If you don't know what an Ethereum virtual machine is, that's the software that runs, it's a virtual machine on the Ethereum nodes. And those Ethereum nodes running the EVM actually are able to read Solidity smart contracts, and Solidity is a programming language that programmers use to write the smart contracts. So there's a big upside to bringing a lot of the EVM smart contracts. If there's high gas fees on Ethereum, you can run that smart contract on the Flare network. If you don't have any Spark, you can go ahead and mint some F-Assets. Minting is the process of converting your crypto onto the Flare network as an F-Asset, and then there's agents that are involved in that process. So agents facilitate the minting and the redemption process of F-Assets or a native cryptocurrency from another blockchain. One thing to remember is that as a reward, you can earn rewards in Spark just by holding F-Assets. So let's take a look at an overview of this written article. It says one of the key components of the Flare network are F-Assets. While Spark is the network's native token, you can bring any of the supported cryptos onto the network to utilize as well. This unlocks smart contracts for assets you own, essentially bringing utility to non-smart contract cryptos. This allows users to participate in DeFi and other network applications with their existing crypto on a next-gen blockchain. This is why the Flare network is such a big deal. You have other chains that connect to other chains, and that's done through bridges and things of that nature. But what makes the Flare network really different, it's really saying, hey, you don't have the native cryptocurrency for this blockchain, just give me we'll have an agent facilitate the minting process, and you'll have an F-Asset to go ahead and run smart contracts on our network. So let's take a look at the minting process. In order to bring over your crypto from the supported Flare network list, you need to go through a process called minting. To focus on the concepts and not the technical details too much, there will be a process where you send your supported crypto of choice you would like minted to what is called an agent. Now these agents then put up collateral. Well, what's that collateral? Well, it's a Spark token. So if I sent crypto to these agents, they could probably run away with my crypto. So in order for them to go ahead and kind of not take my crypto, they're going to put up collateral called Spark. and that's the native cryptocurrency for the Flare network. This allows for the F assets to be secured. Once the collateral from the agent is secured on the network, your Flare network account will be given the F asset and it's ready to be used. And here we're showing some of the diagrams that tell you a conceptual image of what is it that actually happens. So the creation request and collateral reservation shows you an F asset creation request made to the Flare network. There's a stake connector, and the agent uses FLR as collateral to mint the FXRP. Converting your XRP to FXRP, you on the XRP ledger, once your collateral is reserved, you send your XRP to the agent. There's a stake connector, and upon confirmation, the XRP, the system mints FXRP and credits your Flare wallet with it. They also have a diagram that shows how a redemption request is handled. And so exchanging your FXRP back to XRP goes a little something like this. Once you have received your XRP, the agent's FLR, that's the Spark token collateral, is released back to the agent. An agent then sends your original XRP back to your account. And you send your FXRP back to the system. So the stake connector receives the FXRP back to the system, and then the agent sends you your original XRP back to your account. So many are thinking the same thing, and this article goes right into what I was thinking. You may be wondering what happens if the agent does not honor your redemption request. Can take my crypto and run with it? The answer is that is possible, however unlikely, as agents are highly incentivized to honor redemption requests. To put it in another way, agents are highly penalized for not giving back your crypto. Failing to do so results in them losing nearly 40% of their collateral position. Remember, agents put up collateral in order to mint the F assets you requested, even if an agent fails to give you back your crypto. Another agent can step in and handle your redemption request, or if all else fails, you'll be given the value of your original crypto in Spark tokens, which is kind of nice, which in turn you can then trade for your desired crypto. So very nice. I think it's very well handled, and this allows individuals to go ahead and bring over foreign cryptocurrencies to the Flare network, execute smart contracts, and if they have any FXRP left, then they can go ahead and redeem it for actual XRP. As stated above, minting an F asset allows you to utilize your crypto in the Flare network's ecosystem of network applications via smart contracts. This itself lets you participate in the world of DeFi and many other applications which offer yield on your crypto. But that's not all you gain from minting an F asset. The Flare network will reward you Spark tokens just by holding an F asset. You also get an F asset vote, which you can delegate to a signal provider and earn rewards. So by merely minting and holding an F asset, you can earn Spark, which can itself be used in applications on the network. I know this might sound like a lot right now, but you just know that there are many ways to earn yield on the Flare network. So this is a very nice article. Way back in the day, I started researching F assets, and I tried to really understand what were they about, how did they work, what is it that agents did, and I struggled a lot just by reading the technical documentation. So a huge shout out done by alphaoracle.io, which explains the F asset system. I'll place a link in the description, and you guys can go ahead and visit the website, but I just kind of ran down the article, and I wanted to explain how F assets worked, what was the difference between an F asset and the Spark token, and how is it that you guys can benefit from F assets themselves. So if you're looking to run a smart contract, you don't have to go and trade your XRP for Spark tokens. You can actually go ahead and mint an F asset and then redeem any of your XRP if you need to, and that'll be done by the agents holding up collateral, which is the Spark token, and that's how it works, guys. Let me know what you guys think. This was just a breakdown. I thought as we get closer to the launch of the Flare network and we receive our airdrop, that that I go into an understanding of exactly what is it that the Flare network consists of, and what is it that it's doing different from other blockchains. If you guys like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Have a good one.